Good evening, YouTube. Derek here, Hardball Crazy, coming back with the video. As you tell by the title of this video is I'm super excited. This is the first ever Detroit Tiger All-Star. He predated Ty Cobb, but more about him in a minute. I'm going to show some other recent purchases that I've made. I'm also going to give you a few pro tips also. The first card purchase, as I've been prior to this year, I've never really bought one, but I got bought from Topps now a few times this year. And with the Field of Dreams game, I bought the Jose Abreu Topps Now card, hitting the first home run in Iowa history, and pro MLB home run in Iowa history. So I had to signify this with his old video, and Jose Abreu is a stud, and just a cool card for my collection. Next one, I bought a 2-spot lock. I really dig these cards. These are the Gypsy Queen chrome box toppers. So I got the Mize rookie and the Cabrera. Got these both from the same lot. So I got a little cheaper discount on shipping, and got two great looking cards. I like the chrome Gypsy box toppers. The next card maybe many of you might not be a fan of, but I'm totally sold on him as a Detroit Tiger manager, is A.J. Hinch. This is a 99 Topps Chrome Rookie Cup Refractor. I'm going to start picking up some A.J. Hinch early cards. He's made a huge difference. Detroit Tigers, please refrain from the garbage can jokes. But he's a heck of a manager, and he's turned the club around, heading the right direction. And him and his coaching staff. So he's still only 47 years old, so he could be, with any amount of success, the Detroit Tiger manager for years to come. And so I'm going to pick up some early A.J. Hinch cards from his playing days. Harder to find inserts. Some refractors, some numbered inserts. Maybe I want to find the Crusades at a cheaper price. You know, some good-looking cards. This is a 99 Topps Chrome. You can't go wrong with mid to late 90s Topps Chrome refractors. Rookie Cup card of A.J. Hinch. Next one up is Bill Freehand, 71 Topps. It's not mint, but it's okay. It looks great. Little corner wear, but it's okay. It's a semi-high number with 575 card number. Bill Freehand recently passed, rest in peace. And now for the headliner. Pro tip number 1 is use on eBay used saved searches. If you use this, you can use it with email notifications, or you can just not and just go to your saved search section and go through the list of cards and pick out cards you want from the saved searches, or you can have email alerts. But saved searches has come in handy. And finding cards on my want list. That way I know when it comes up on eBay that they're available, instead of keep on going back and search for them. As for this player, I learned about him a while back, and I put him on my saved search. He's got 3 cards, and a couple of one's an E card, another one's a little harder, and another card, and it was super hard to find and super expensive. This is by far the most affordable, and I think these are the only 3 cards he has as a Detroit Tiger. I think he has the double header cards when he later played for the Red Sox. But this is Jimmy Barrett, Detroit Tiger from 1901, 1905. He was the Tigers' first real star. He led the league in outfield assists several years, on base percentage, times on base couple times a year, a couple times in his career early on. Unfortunately, he hurt his knee in a hole in the outfield, and he tried to come back, and he came back early, and knee never recovered, and pretty much ended his career. I did float around a little bit post with the Red Sox and Reds, I believe. And Ty Cobb, when he got hurt, they called up young Ty Cobb to replace Barrett, and pretty much the rest of the history with Ty Cobb and the Tigers. But Jimmy Barrett, from 1901, the first year of the Detroit Tigers, about 1905, was the Tigers' first star. He predates Ty Cobb, he predates Sam Crawford, and this is a 1906 AL Fan Craze. blue back. This is AL. The National League has a red back. Oh, one other note on Jimmy Barrett is because the era he played in, there was a lot of ties because there's no lights. Darkness ensued, and games had to be calling ties. And when the tie game came out, they had to basically replay the whole game and have the stats count. So in 1 year, he ended up playing 162 games when the 154 game schedule, and until the 162 games became the standard bearer of Major League Baseball season, he was the all-time leader in games played for many, many, many years for a season. He was the record holder for games played in a season. Anyways, back to the card set. This is a 1906 AL Fan Craze. This is like one of those popular gaming sets from the SG of the era. 1913 National Game, Tom Barker, 1914 Polo Grounds are also popular sets. Like I said, Fan Craze is a blue back. The AL is a blue back. The National League is a red back. And I had this card on my watch list, saves list, and so I found one on eBay for SGC4, and I think it's still on there for like $99. I was like, well, that's not bad, I guess. It still feels like a little too expensive what I want to pay for it. But I just put on my saves, my watch list, maybe go back to it. Then I looked back a few days later, and I found a raw copy of it. And to be honest, it was cheaper because it was raw. It was like $85 or best offer or something like that. And the SGC one had a little whiting on the boards down here. And this, you can see, this is really good shape. And his buyer said he got a collection from a friend he's selling on eBay, and he sent an SGC, the Hall of Famers, the big stars, and got the SGC 5s, 6s, and 7s back, and kept the raw ones. Sell the raw ones with the lesser known players such as Jim Barrett. So I have confidence this will be at least that grade coming back. And looked through search, and it was truth. He had a bunch of higher grade stuff. So I put on my watch list. Pro tip number 2 is if you have a card and you want to buy it, and it's not a huge card on demand, it's like a Tatis or a Cunha or Vlad Jr. or Tani or whomever, Trout or whomever, but it's some obscure card from the past, and a lot of people. There's plenty of watch lists. Don't buy it right away. You might get the seller might offer a discount later, which he did. He gave me a 15% discount on this card. I just put on my watch list. A couple of days later, I got a discount. So if you put on your card on your watch list, you might end up getting discounts on it. If you're comfortable before buying it the first time. So that's what I did. He gave me a 15%. I think it was 15% discount. And you get like a 48-hour window of accepting it. So I said, you know what? I don't think I'm going to find a better looking card of this at this price. So I went and bought it. And so this is the Tigers' first star, Jimmy Barrett. Glad he added to my collection. 1906 AL Fan Craze. This is actually my second oldest baseball card. I have a card from 1887, original Allen Ginter. This set predates the T209s. T206s, I'm sorry, and it predates like the Colgan chips and many other cards from 1909, 1911 or so. So this predates that. And another pro tip if you're into vintage and pre-war collecting, these gaming sets, don't overpay for high grades. You will find the Polo Grounds, the National Games, the Fan Crazes because of the round corners that these things have, because they're a deck of cards like a round corners such as those. It's easy to find a higher grade than you would normally find. So if you you want to get a Hall of Famer, Grover Alexander or whomever, just throw some Frank Chance, Chief Bender, somebody you want, Tris Speaker, and you see a higher grade card, don't overpay, because it's not uncommon for these sets to have higher grades because of the rounded corners. And there you have it. That's my big purchase of the day, Jim Barrett. Proud to add it to my collection as I try to get all these Tiger stars from yesteryear. And add my first fan craze set. I think these are great cards. And every photo, every one of these is a portrait card. Someone has a uniform, maybe some are in a suit and tie, but every one is a portrait photo of these players. And there are some Hall of Famers within these sets. And there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. And once again, thank you for watching and have a good night.